record with Tiffany and Kevin.
Tiffany was talking smack once we went in between this section here. So
smack.
Not that we're competitive, but we are.
Yes.
Right. So
and he threw down the gauntlet. Remember that, people.
So Tiffany,
this is the gauntlet thrower.
All right. So I was telling
Kevin L.
Tiffany
Smith.
that I'm going to beat her in this competition. Not that
You
there's
will
a competition.
not beat me. You will
But
not
back in the
beat
day,
me.
I used to lift some weights, right? Back in
Yes,
the day.
he did.
Back in the day being like
That's how
4 or
he
5 years
bamboozled
ago.
me into
Because I was a good looking
Back in
guy.
the day, 4 or 5 years ago.
That's how
Yeah.
he sucked me in. That's how he
Hey,
got all
look,
of this.
I was a good looking guy. I still am, okay? Let's just be real with
That's
it.
right. And you
right.
still have a hottie on your arm. So
I do.
remember
Right.
that.
I have
You
a
do.
competitive body.
You
So
do.
what we've done, so Tiffany was talking trash about me and Cleto. Because Cleto, he's going to be in it.
Cleto has thrown down the gauntlet, and Cleto, I wasn't talking trash about you. What
Yes,
I
she
said was
Join in.
is that it's going to be you and Cleto against me.
Me and who? You got a
Me and
professional. Sherri's a professional.
Yes, she is. She's a professional, and she would even be willing to give you two hard heads some pointers.
All right, let's continue. This is it's on, all right? All
Okay,
right.
yeah,
so
it's
Sherri,
on. Yeah,
you
you
were
guys are
asking
right
me
high.
one of the things we got to find out, right? Because I turned 50 in December, right? And so one of the things that I have to be aware of is that I just can't do this like I did, say, when I was 30 or 20. I would just start working out, right? I wouldn't do things like check my blood pressure. No, I have to take my medication, make sure I can't come off my medication. There's all this stuff when you get old. There's like a protocol. I've got to check my blood pressure, make sure I'm on the
Talk to
right
your
medicine,
doctor.
talk to my doctor. I got to take all that stuff
physician.
serious now. As before, like when I was 20, I'd be like, I ain't doing all that. But I've got to do that now, or else Tiffany's going to have my insurance money with some younger dude. It's not happening.
He keeps coming back to the same
Train out of
thing.
spite, man. Train out of
Same
spite.
thing.
All right.
But Kevin,
So what was
Kevin,
I've done my list.
first of all-
what else? Tell me more.
age is only a number.
No, it's
Because
real.
when you're 20 or 21, you should still
Mm-hmm.
be getting yourself checked out to make sure, because there's 20-year-olds that go to the hospital for something minor, and then they find out they have something,
Something major.
something serious that's
We've-
going on. So
yeah.
at any age, you need to get checked out.
Okay.
But when you're
Thank you, Sherri. See, that's what a professional will tell
when
you,
you're like
Kevin.
40 and up, somewhere like that, that's where it's more like, what limitations do you have? Because if you're 50 years old and you have nothing going on
That I know about.
then we just start off. I think if you're not a regular workout person, you just need to start off kind of like not easy, but with no limitations, we can kind of like move.
Okay.
You can move in there.
Yeah, you can move
and
along quickly.
Yeah.
So at my house, okay, so I don't know what Cleto has at his house, but this is what
He
I have
said
at
he
mine.
has everything.
All
There's
right.
a lot of stuff there.
All right, Cleto's going to join in with me, and we're going to beat the two of you.
We're going to
I'm
go
loving
look
this.
at Cleto's
Okay,
place.
so at my house,
what
right?
do you have?
Just so you know, Sherri Fitness is very competitive, and I don't like to lose. So Tiffany,
not losing, Sherri.
Tiffany, guess what?
We will not lose against these
Guess
fools.
what? Guess what, girl? You are good because we've already won.
We have.
So now make sure that you have. Look, he's mad. So make sure.
Whatever.
Make sure
You
you
even mad when
make
we
sure-
take that trash bag to those Fruit Loops. Boom, your Fruit
Yeah, it
Loops going
needs
in
to
the
go.
trash.
Now I will help you out with that.
Oh, you're going to be calm?
Now that, because my girl
No,
is
they
in the
being thrown
house.
out.
My girl's in the house, so
I already told you.
y'all are
to take
together.
it
So I got to make sure that there's nothing in there. But that's probably the first thing that we do need to get rid of.
All right.
Is that stuff in the house.
So
Because
Sherri-
I don't want my girl being jacked up.
All
over
right,
that.
so I'm going to show you guys what's in our cupboards is bad, right? I got Fruit Loops, I got ramen
keeps
noodles.
mentioning that darn
no,
Fruit Loops.
because I got boxes of
He
Fruit
has
Loops. I'm
Fruit
serious.
Loops,
I got
he
like
has
What do you mean
Frosted
boxes?
Flakes.
I probably
he
got like a
has-
month and a half supply of Fruit
He has
Loops.
Fruit Loops, Frosted Flakes. Just all these.
I got
children's
pancakes.
cereals.
I have
no,
like junk.
don't get me wrong.
No, I get it. We can
But
have
see, the
that.
cereal is just watching the sugars. Like, you don't want to eat cereal that's like 15, 16, 17 grams of sugar. If you go down
love
to like,
that.
say, 6 to 7, and you're eating it in the morning. Now, with you,
If you see Raisin Bran,
yeah,
that's me. I like Raisin Bran.
But with you, we're
think
knocking
they're
out all the
disgusting.
cereals,
Yeah.
okay? There's not going to
Yeah.
be any cereals with you at all.
And that's fine.
And that's, you know.
All right, so
When you see the Raisin Bran and the
Raisin Bran is
when
hot.
Tiff and I are
It's
like
the
this,
raisins.
so she's all
put more
competitive.
sugar in it because they want it because it's got the brand.
Yeah, so Tiffany's all stirred up and go. So it's going to be interesting competition we're going to have here. Not just saying.
It's
so,
not really.
We're
We're gonna win. I mean, because you know.
All right, so at our house, so this is what we have at our house, right? So we have a bench press, we have a squat rack, we have a deadlift platform. It's got a lot of stuff on it in the garage, like Christmas stuff. We have a spinning bike, we have two, and then we have this other device that I don't like. What is that called?
A rower?
The elliptical.
No.
Elliptical?
Elliptical.
That's a good one.
And then we have
What else do we have?
my incumbent bike.
And then we have Tiffany's incumbent bike.
Do you have weights?
I have weights, yes.
Like they go up to what?
Dumbbells.
I have 300. No, I have 650 pounds of weights.
Okay, that's good.
I do a little.
And
lifting.
anything that I'm working with Tiffany on that's different, I will bring it.
I don't need your help.
I will bring it. I will bring it sandbags and whatever we need to do.
All right.
Because sometimes we might, when the weather gets cooler, we need to go to like a park
Okay.
or something and
do some fun
do
stuff.
some things. Yeah.
Y'all be fun.
It's,
I'm
it's
gonna
really
win.
hot right now. But and you know you do you and you'll be good.
All right, this is how bad my competitive nature is, right? We live in a neighborhood where I've noticed on the grass, my grass is not as green as my neighbor's grass,
I get
one
like
to
that
the
too.
right or to the left. And I'm like, what are they doing that I'm not doing? Because his grass is a little bit greener and thicker. And so yesterday morning, I got up and I was watching Mr. Cortez. I was like, what is he doing? Why is his grass greener than mine? And then also the neighbor to the left, right? So, you know, he's out there every morning before he's spraying, he's watering with a water hose
Yes, I know.
every
Mr.
inch of the
Cortez
thing.
retired.
Is he retired? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I don't
When
care.
you're retired, you can do
Well,
whatever.
anyway, I have
We
to
were-
go
you know.
in and I got to do my grass.
He said, I don't care.
He's a little nipper, and he hand nips.
Yeah, he have
every
time to
single-
do it.
Every single bush in his yard.
Well, his grass
else
is
has that kind of
fabulous.
time.
So anyway, but there's another guy around the corner. I saw what he was doing, and he does. I forget what he does, right? But what he does is he showed me some of the stuff that he was doing, and it's the same thing Mr. C's doing when he's spraying his. So I'm going to do the same thing there. Because I think Cortez put his stuff out earlier and didn't tell me.
Well, thank you for giving us this
Anyway,
great
that's the
insight.
competitiveness.
Yeah, thank
That's
you.
the grass here. So, so we have that going on, right? So I got my trash talking wife and her trash talking
Trash-talking
trainer.
And trash talking
Who is
for
going
that,
to win?
we need to
Because
spank
I
their
don't
behinds.
lose when it comes to training.
So the last few
Say we
minutes,
set some goals, and then
you want to make them public?
oh yeah, we can make them public. We will sit down and set some goals and make them public.
When you want to make them public? Since you talking smack,
When are you ready to make them
I'll
public?
give mine on Friday. I'll give them to
make
Friday.
public on the next On
Next-
the record with Tiffany, those goals are going to be there.
It'll be public?
That's
All
right, Mouth Almighty.
All right. So what we're trying to do, hey, this isn't fun, but not really. Okay. So
Yeah, that's
one of the
true.
things that
Now,
we're
we trying to play with my alarm clock so I don't get up on time.
Hey, I'm not going to do a Kobe Bryant on you, tell you not to train. I'm not going to do that to you yet. All right. So,
Kobe did that to
but
people.
one of the things that we wanted to do is inspire people to get excited about their health, because during COVID, I mean, I put on 2 inches during COVID. Now these are first world problems. I get it. Tiffany reminds me they're first world problems. But I noticed my suits were fitting tighter, and I was like, oh my God, what's up here? Did they dry clean my suits wrong? Something's wrong. I literally was thinking this, right? And then, you know, my lovely,
eating
joyful
Fruit
wife, while eating Fruit Loops, Tiffany says, hey, nobody's ever, in the history of dry cleaning,
shrink.
nobody's suits have ever been shrunk. You've grown. I was like, what?
Is that how she said it?
Oh,
You
oh, yeah, you've
she,
grown.
She was trying to be nice.
Oh, yeah. I was just like-
That's Tiffany. That's her being nice, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah. So long story short, I think the dry cleaning people did shrink my suits a little bit. But when I went to I have a friend who took me to a tailor, right, and who got my suits, and he was measuring me, and I felt like I was at the hospital. He was like, Kevin, man, you've added 2 inches to your chest. You got 2 inches on your arm.
And now
2
that's
inches.
2 inches from
And
waist
I was
to
just like, VJ, if I wanted to feel like this, I'd go to the doctor. Dude, just take my measurements and send me my fat suits here in a couple of weeks, and we'll be on our merry way. But
That's what he's been called.
Now the COVID thing.
yeah, I know it's an excuse, right? Look at you.
I'm sitting here. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. The COVID thing, I just can't. People calling me, Sherri, I'm COVID 20.
I'm
COVID
50 and
15.
60.
I'm COVID 5. I'm like, come on. When we were stuck, I'm sorry. I'm just a no excuse trainer. When we were in the shutdown, my place shut down too. We're all in the house doing whatever. There's still an outside with a street,
What? I don't do that.
backyard, in your driveway.
And there were people who were
and there were
walking and
parks,
exercising during that
and you
time.
can still do whatever because even if you don't, I have a gym inside my house, but I'm just saying that I knew a lot of people that didn't, and they were asking me what they can do. So I'm just saying that there's always things to do. So the COVID thing, I'm sorry, I just can't tell, really. No.
So you saw people either, one, roll the Kevin Smith and Tiffany method of, hey, COVID is there, we're busy, we got all this other stuff going on, I'm going to eat, a bag of Fruit Loops a day.
I'm gonna nickname him Fruit Loops.
I'm telling you can call me Fruit Loops, right? Between Fruit Loops and Honey Smacks.
Oh my God. I haven't had that in
Those are my favorite cereals.
Even,
I love them. I eat them a lot. I love those cereals.
We need to get to your house. Y'all, I might follow them to their house and get rid of those honey
smacks.
Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
Raisin Bran.
And also, now Raisin Bran was me. and he likes also Frosted Flakes.
Oh yeah.
Now my husband,
I could eat those forever.
Loves Frosted Flakes. Mm-hmm. Now he's a workout buff. Now
but your husband is like,
you're
like ripped.
But I've been on him though, because sometimes he would like to eat it as a snack late at night. So now this is where men get where you're hard headed, and you remind me a lot of my husband too. Babe, I'm sorry I got you, but he will 10 o'clock at night. He used to eat the cereal.
Boom.
I'm a trainer, and I'm like, babe,
what are you doing?
Can't eat that. I worked out, and this is my time, and I want to enjoy because I eat clean all day because I make sure he whatever. And he's just like, this is my time. So then he starts seeing he started getting bloated, and then he was like, then he cut it out. He barely eats cereal anymore, but he was a cereal freak too. Yeah. He ate cereal every night, and now it's gradually stopping because as men especially start getting older, it starts to sit right there.
Yeah, it sits in your stomach.
If you don't do stuff right.
And right now, cereal will take me out.
Yeah. Well, women, most women, their problem is not eating enough. So you're waiting 8, 9, 10 hours. And then you know your stomach's growling. You need to eat.
Well,
right?
what type of food should I eat? Not I, but if I'm a woman, right?
What type of food should I eat?
I'm not saying anything about you. I'm trying to figure this out.
He's trying to get some tips.
So,
are you talking about snacks? Look,
no, not snacks.
5 meals.
5 meals.
5 small meals through the day. So you're going to have your breakfast, your snack, your lunch, your snack, your dinner. And you don't have to eat, we'll work out your plan because I know your body is probably not used to eating so much food throughout the day. Yep. So we'll make her meals really small because the more that you're eating throughout the day and you're spacing out your meals every 2 to 4.5 hours, you're speeding up your metabolism. And that's what's going to help you lose weight. So if you're eating a big breakfast and then you go 6 hours and then you eat something, then you go another, you're slowing your metabolism down and you're storing body fat. Mm-hmm. And that's most of my clients when they come to me. Once you start eating right on schedule and you, after 4.5 hours, you got to eat something, even if you're not hungry. Get a handful of cashews, something like that. I was
just going to say a handful of Sugar Smacks. I'm in.
We
No
gonna
sugar smacks, Kevin.
Tiffany,
You
girl.
gonna get a
I
smack.
single-handedly
We
made that
gotta
stock
win,
go up.
girl. We gotta win because him and Clayton, they're gonna be eating their honey smacks and drinking bourbon.
I told Cleto, you can't be, because Cleto was like, he runs his show.
Girl, let
He was
them
doing
do
his
their
show
thing.
at he
Let
has
them do it.
he has a show 5 days a week, and Cleto does the show at different Mexican restaurants every single day, and I was like, you can't be eating
Mexican
tacos
food.
every day.
I mean, did you see him eating it?
No, I
her
didn't
eating
see him eating it,
Oh, okay.
but he was talking about
the
it.
places he listed. Oh my God! I was just like,
Of
dude,
course he was eating
I want
there.
to go there. Can I set up shop?
You don't need to go there.
But in all seriousness,
Unless you want to
time.
get some new suits.
So let's talk about this real quick, right? So let me tell you, in seriousness, which is leading me away from my lifestyle choices, right? I remember at the beginning of COVID, when I was still working, I remember standing up in front of the computer, and I felt like the building was shifting. And I remember going down, I was like, what the hell just happened? And I remember sticking my head out and talking with my boss. I said, hey, Jess, I said, did the building shift or something? She was like, no. I was like, what's going on? Right? And that happened. That was like a Tuesday. It was like the whole week. And I was telling Tiff about it like on that Friday or Saturday. And she was just like, dude, did you check your blood pressure? I was like, no, I ain't checked my blood pressure. I'm in good health. She's like, it doesn't sound like
No,
the
you're
weak.
not.
You can't be weak at my house, because the married to this woman, because it's like, really step up to this. So
No,
long
that's
story
because
short.
during the day, my day job is I'm the president and CEO of the Texas Kidney Foundation. And so yes, Kevin, you stop mouthing that. so I'm always looking at people's health and
Yep.
what's going on with somebody else's health. So there are certain things like high blood pressure
And that was
lead
one
to
of them.
kidney
And I had high blood pressure, and so.
and it has specific signs. That's
Oh yeah,
real.
and then I was just like, this is freaking nuts, and I was in denial for like 3 weeks, and then my personal physician, he's a friend of ours, right? And so Tiffany was texting him, going, "Hey, yeah, your boy here.
Your boy.
Talk to your boy
not listening to me."
But anyway, and so I set up an appointment with him, and he was telling me the story of a friend of his who experienced something just like this, right? Good friend of his, and who happened to be a doctor himself. The guy died of a freaking stroke.
He ignored
Very
his
well
He
known.
ignored the
Very
symptoms.
well known, well loved doctor.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Ignored
oh
the
my
symptoms.
God. He was telling me, and that story, I was like, dude, give me the pills, line them out. Right. and so being on the blood pressure medicine, right, is what's really prompting me to want to lose weight, because I feel my mortality at 50. Right. So now I'm just like, holy crap, Tiffany, I'm going to die. Tiffany's going to take my money. What's going to happen? Right. And I know, right, I shouldn't have that.
Who's
But
gonna take my money? That's the whole.
so I'm
Ding
training.
My husband talks like
So I'm
that.
training out of spite. Right. So I really am.
Gonna
But
take it and go get herself a young
I
high.
don't know. What y'all doing nowadays?
You talking about women?
Yeah, it's tough
You know
out there.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
But anyway, and all seriousness aside, right? So we were coming through that, and so I remember ordering a lot of. I was trying to get weight equipment, right? And they were out. It's like
You
everybody
couldn't
decided to
get
do a
that
run.
weight equipment at the
And
time
so
of the-
I used
the
that as an
pandemic.
excuse.
There were a lot of people who were working out.
but they were getting things, and
not
some of
doing
them weren't
anything.
doing jack.
Yeah, so that's happened to me,
'cause I don't
right?
think they
Wasting other people,
And I
people
could've
that
got
really
some weight
wanted to
stuff.
work out,
Well-
and they're not doing anything.
Well, that's what I have right now. So I have some rogue equipment that's I'm gonna have to dust off. I have weights that are still in the boxes. I got like 650 pounds of weights in the boxes.
There's weights in the boxes in my
Wait,
office.
now has this been okay? So, are you telling me that this has been since COVID, since the shutdown?
Yeah, she's shut down. Yeah.
Okay.
So you finally
I put
found
on
somebody.
I put on 40 pounds.
So you found
During
somebody
COVID.
who went and bought up a
Literally.
bunch of stuff and didn't do jack
And so
except eat up
and you
Fruit
kept
Loops.
these poor people
Except
that
eat
wanted-
up Fruit Loops.
So
Hey, I
you
had
were-
good intentions.
So you were COVID 40.
I was more like COVID 60. Yeah, because right now I've spotted like 275 pounds. I was
yeah.
like 275.
Yeah, you need to.
I'm right now like 260.
Diet is going to be the main thing. Is have your mind set on not going past 4.5 hours to eat, because a lot of my clients their stomachs don't growl anymore because they ignored their stomach growls. And I remember just
my stomach
measuring
all the time.
this client, and she was clearly out
The
there.
problem is that he feels it was Fruit Loops.
No,
and
but
not
that's
with
the thing is
real
that's
food.
empty calories, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? You're
Yep,
eating.
I got you.
You know what I mean? So when
And
you're
Rice
when
Krispie
you're
treats
when you're
and
eating all
stuff
that
like
stuff,
that.
it's like it's not all that is that sugar attacking your body.
Oh, it feels good though. But
no, it
hey,
doesn't.
but here's the deal though with sugar, right?
You know what?
But well, hold on, let me finish. I'm trying to repent, okay? Let me finish my
Because
repentance.
it don't sound
Because I'm gonna beat the two of you
repentful.
guys in
You
this
will
competition.
not beat us. You
goodness
will not.
gracious.
All right, so here's the deal, right? So on the board, so
It ain't gonna
I volunteer as a consultant with Texas Kidney Foundation, right? And one of the doctors on there is world-renowned researcher, and I read one of his papers where he was talking about the impacts of sugar and all of these things, not just on your health, but on your organs and all this stuff.
Sugar and glucose.
So I love, as you can tell, I love sugar. Flavored cereal. I love them. Boy, I'm just right now
didn't know that,
spazzing out
Kevin.
if you didn't know it.
We would not have known.
So, but that right there, because I was talking to him and he was telling me, he was asking me about, we were just talking in general, right? I was telling him about, hey, we're going to do some working out. That's what we're going to do. And he was and he suggested that I read that paper that he did in the 90s, right? And so I read that research paper and I was like, holy crap, right? This isn't going to go well, right? Especially given my history and given where I'm just starting at right now, right? So I can, and it's tough, right? So one, I weigh 265. We just put that out there. And then my blood pressure, I have to watch that. And so that's why I'm taking it seriously. And for me, I'm inspired by competition. Even though it's my wife, I'm gonna have to beat she and Sherri, but it's gonna be well, right?
It's not going to be a competition. But go ahead.
But it's a tough process because there's never a perfect time to do it. Like last week, Tiffany got used as an airbag in her knee.
Yesterday,
and then yesterday, we had a dentist appointment.
Yes.
There.
I went to the dentist because my mouth had been hurting for the last few weeks, and he said that I had on the left upper side, cracked tooth, and then on the right bottom, a cracked crown.
Yeah, and that's just from grinding.
And that's it's
I do that
anxiety
too.
and grinding
Yeah, and
my
so
teeth.
not wearing her mouth guard. But anyway, I just threw that out there. So anyway, but really that, and after talking with him and talking with my doctor, right, and then all these other doctors on the board, they just all have advice to give, whatever, and turning 50 really, and I was just like, hey, this is a serious situation, and I need to take my health serious, and I want to do it in such a way that's competitive and fun, right, and that inspires other people as well, right, and I want to be able to do it with simple foods. Like real foods and stuff like that. So that's where we go.
That's exactly what
And
we're doing.
you don't have to do anything fancy. Ask my husband. He gets bored a lot. But once you see your health, you're feeling good, you're feeling strong, you'll be fine. You won't even think about those sugar snaps and
no, don't say it right. Don't disrespect my cereal.
Okay. Wait, no. Look, all I hear is sugar,
It's sugar smacks.
sugar.
Now, you guys, all right, everybody. You have been listening to On the Record with Tiffany on 9:30 a.m. The Answer, and you heard the one and only Kevin L. Smith throw down the gauntlet and say that he wants to compete against me. You said you weigh 265.
Yeah, well, I'll
Right now, I weigh 230.8.
What, girl? We let ourselves go during COVID. What happened?
Man, I gained weight.
Me too.
Hey, I said it right here on 9:30 a.m. so everybody hears it.
And
I'm
all-
gonna get this weight off. Sherri of Sherri Fitness is gonna help me do that, and we're gonna spank your butt while we do.
Yeah,
so.
because look, I'm like sitting here calm. You know why? Because it's not a competition. Okay?
Not for Sherri.
It's not. I mean,
But- all right,
this is Sherri Fitness, and
Did everyone notice the end? She said On the Record with Tiffany, and she proceeded to go and go on, and she left my name. So
Okay,
are we breaking
on the
up?
record with Tiffany and Kevin.
Thank you. All right.
You've been listening to On the Record with Tiffany and Kevin.
And Kevin.
Thank you, Sherri Fitness.
Thank you. It was
And
fun.
we will be back next
We'll be
week.
back. And she's going to win.
And we're
I'm gonna
posting
win.
goals.
We're going to post our goals next week, and we're going to see.
Now, we can't commit Cleto to that, so I don't want to.
Well, I'm going to talk to Cleto.
You're going to talk trash to Cleto.
I'm going to talk to Cleto. See just where Cleto's mind is at. Anyway.
It's on tacos, baby. He going to rest on the restaurant.
I already told Cleto. I'm going to start popping up on him saying, keep those tacos out your mouth.
No, don't worry about what they're doing at all. Don't even worry about it.
Don't assist them. All right. You've been listening to On the Record with Tiffany and Kevin on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.